if that's what you're doing up there, you're not going to last very long.
That's right.
And certainly I wouldn't be along, along for the ride as long as I
Yes,
have.
of course.
You're the ringmaster up
Yes.
there. It's all on your shoulders. First of all, there is no teleprompter. I don't know, for some odd reason, people think like there's a teleprompter I'm reading off of. It's like, there is no teleprompter.
Wow, okay.
Okay, I've got an earpiece that basically they can communicate with me on things like timing, things like that.
Yep.
I've got a script. And when I say a script, it's a running order of the events.
Yep.
And then I have lists of presenters, obviously, people giving away trophies, and then the athletes.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
I have to fill in every blank after that. So when I come out on the Olympia stage, and here we go, that's all from here.
Yeah.
That's it. There is no, obviously I try to prepare. I have talking points. You want to give recognition to sponsors and whatnot and things and people that are important and make this thing turn.
Yeah.
But I'm on my own.
You are.
A lot of people don't know what goes into that. I have to be cognizant of 10 different things going on at the same time. You have to run the show.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's time constraints that you have to be aware of. You have to be aware of the athletes, the judges, the photographers, the audience, the tech guys, right?
People whispering
the
in your ear.
sponsors.
People whispering in your ear.
Well, this is all stuff that goes on. For instance, they get done with the top 6 awarding and pick a category, right? And they come out there. I have to coordinate them to get the pictures for the photographers.
Yeah.
If they just start walking off the stage, the photographers go nuts because that's their job. Their job is to get those shots. I have to be able to coordinate them and get them together. Okay, ladies, let's get you in your favorite pose, gentlemen. Or, okay, let's have our top 3 gentlemen remain. Thank you, guys. Sponsors, thank you. You got to get people out of the way, and you've got to get to the business of body. We got a show to run.
Yeah.
But if you don't, just that, it sounds like a small thing.
No.
Then the photographers can't do their job.
I'm overwhelmed just thinking about it, mate.
Right?
When I was thinking about you.
Sponsors need their consideration. Here's something nobody really knows. There are 6 commercial spots at least, sometimes 8, that run during the Olympia.
Yeah.
Now, we don't show commercials at the Olympia.
Yeah.
So these are hidden in there, and it's my job to make it so that it's seamless and it flows. So for anybody that's ever watched the Olympia, it might sound something like this. All right, folks, we've just seen our top 10 gentlemen. As the judges are breaking it down, they're putting the scoring together. We're going to break it down into our top 6 in just a few moments. Right now, folks, I'd like to give recognition. Back in 1965, it was Joe Weider that put together the very first Olympian. It was Larry Scott that wore that crown, right? And there's something like that. Now, what happened? What just happened right there?
Ads are going.
In my ear, okay, as I said, okay, we've just seen our top 10 gentlemen. The judges are putting their scores together, and we'll see the gentlemen back a little bit later in the program. There's a pause right there.
They've gone.
Folks, back in that split right there was them counting down in my ear. Okay, Bob, we're going to commercial in 6, 5, 4, 3. By the way, somebody talking in your ear while you're talking is a skill that you have to get used to. Because the minute somebody starts talking, your instinct is to stop talking.
Yeah, of course.
To listen.
Yeah.
So that's something you got to get used. Anybody that's ever used an IFP in their ear, whole different animal. But that's what's going on. Now, I've got a minute to fill. So while the commercial's playing at home, we're not showing a commercial on the Olympia stage.
Giving a bit of a history lesson.
No, this is where the funny thing is because people sit there and go, Bob's always just yapping up there. Bob's, he talks too much. It's like, well, you don't know that I'm filling in time. And now as I'm rounding out of whatever subject I'm talking about at that point, they're back in my ear. Okay, Bob, coming back in 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. And I'm wrapping up. So you know what, folks? Just keep that in mind as we're going through the show here tonight. And remember, there's no unauthorized use or videotaping, or we're going to have our security removed, and we're back, All right, folks, so we're ready to move on, I'm told.
You've got to make it seamless. You've got to do a live show while it's a film show.
This goes on 6 to 8 times during the Olympia, but nobody knows it.
I'm exhausted.
So just one example.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things like this. And then there's changes, and things go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I have never done a show, even at the Olympia level, where everything went right. It just doesn't happen. That's not. If anybody knows production, that's not production. Okay. Yeah. My job is to make it so that nobody knows anything's going wrong.
Yes.
Ever.
Yeah, 100%.
You do, and again, things happen, right? I mean, an athlete's not ready, or something happens, or I got to kill some time, or there's various things.
Yeah, of course.
We've had production issues. We've had lights go out.
You're the master of ceremony, mate.
But that's what you do.
Yeah.
And your job is to do it well. And sometimes when things go wrong, you take the heat, whether it's your fault or not, because that's what professionals do.